Hey everyone, Comic-Con John here for the worst comic podcast ever. This week in the Comic Classroom, I answer the question, who is the luckiest superhero in the history of comic books? The answer? Well, here's your clue right here. Coming up, money.
Take a seat, everyone. It's time for the Comic Classroom. So who is the luckiest superhero of all time? Not the mightiest, but the luckiest. The answer might surprise you, but in my opinion, the answer has to be Chuck Tane, aka Bouncing Boy. Chuck Tane was a chubby teenager from 1,000 years in the future. Working as a lab assistant, he was supposed to deliver a bottle of a secret plastic fluid, but he decided to go watch a robot gladiator tournament on the way. He was so distracted that he drank the fluid instead of his soda pop and gained the ability to inflate and bounce at will. Chuck naturally dubbed himself Bouncing Boy and tried out for the greatest superhero club of all time, the Legion of Superheroes. Initially, the Legion was unimpressed, but Chuck persisted, proved his worth, and made it in. Our buoyant hero was primarily relegated to comedy relief, as his powers didn't exactly inspire fear in villains, and often just got in the way. Chuck did find love in the Legion, however, in the form of Lornu Durgo, who was codenamed Duo Damsel at the time. The name came from her ability to split her body into two identical duplicates. After losing his powers, temporarily, Chuck popped the question to Lornu, and they resigned from the Legion to get married. Chuck later regained his abilities, and the two of them served in the reserves and at the Legion Training Academy. Why is Chuck the luckiest hero of all time? Let's face it, he should have been dead, or at least fired after mistakenly drinking the secret plastic fluid, but instead he got in the coolest club in history, or in this case, the future. And after that, this chubby kid not only gets married to a beautiful woman, it's a beautiful woman who can turn into two beautiful women. And trust me when I say they played that aspect up quite a bit. Congrats, Chuck, from all of us at the worst comic podcast ever and the Comic Classroom. We'll see you next time. Thanks.